these promotions, and I always do them at the very end of the year to make sure everyone is staying true to the goals. Because some people they'll do them like they did them already, and then people will check out. Okay, I want everyone to stick it out until the very end of the year and finish the year strong. So again, we're going to do things a little differently this time, and then we're going to knock everyone out. Again, just you got to remember your attendance, how you treat your teammates, like your work ethic, like so many things go into the promotions each time I do that. It's not just how good are you in jiu-jitsu. It's your character, it's everything. It's everything, okay? So we'll get into that in just a minute. But again, for those that just joined us, this is my coach, Coach Bruno Bassos. He came to, when did you come to the United States?
Middle.
Like when? What year?
When I came, 2009.
2009 he came. We joined forces in 2010. I became a part of his team, his affiliation, and we've been together ever since. And each year it just continues to get better and stronger. And I'm just really proud to have him here. So let's give him a round of applause again.
Well, my heart racing like a tournament. All right. So like Danny said, I moved here in 2009, but really my first time was 2008. I remember that I came for no-gi worlds, and I was going to help Travis Luther to one of his UFC fights, and then doing a seminar in his school. And then I remember that Danny went to that seminar. As we mentioned earlier, I know English Bruno with a translator, all right? And I think that's how it starts, because when I moved in 2009, October of 2009, I moved to Dallas. And then soon after I moved to Dallas, he started to make trips, like, because it was Dallas downtown that I was teaching, and then he started to go there like every week. Once a week, 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, like to do privates with me, because of course we have similar size, similar body types, right? But the truth is, like, back then I was the only Brazilian in town. Jiu-Jitsu had a different geography that has today, like the FW area in United States overall, all right? And that's the part that I want to start with. The comfort zone don't keep your life safe, they just keep your life small, all right? Comfort zone don't keep your life safe, they just keep your life small. And then why I'm saying that, I have always bet on myself, all right? And then once I met Danny, I saw a guy that was doing the same. He was betting on himself, from leaving his comfort job to bet on himself to have his school, to be traveling 1, 2, 3 times a week to train with a guy that was like way bigger than him, like almost no English. Okay, grip, sweep, boom, okay? Like, if you don't get it, I'm sorry, I don't know how to go farther on my English, right? And that was about it. And then 2010 came in, and then training more. And then I remember like Danielle, like just a little girl, like training before she was like a blue belt. She was a white belt when I met her. Then that's a long time ago. And like I remember we going to 2010 Houston Open, and she's winning there as a juvenile, and then he promoted her to blue belt. I remember like Danny there at the tournament, and then I remember like bringing a lot of my teammates back then to do a camp to World Championship, and then Danny being a part of the camp. Even though like being on the Masters already, but competing at the World Championship as an adult. And then like those things for me, like right there, I was like, man, like, and then I invited him, like I said, and do you wanna become affiliate? And then like we made the agreement, and that's how it started. So 11 years ago, he made the choice again to don't keep his life like safe on the comfort zone. Like don't keep his life small. Like he took the another step. And I'm very glad that he accepted my invitation because we both could get to know each other more and more, know each other's families. He saw when like my wife came, when he saw like my kids born, like João and Maria. I have seen everything. I have seen everything from him growing the school, moving locations, school getting bigger, going to Brazil, defeating world champions in Brazil, winning tournaments that I have never had a student winning, and then tournaments that the only student that I have a black belt win until those days is him. But it's not about the tournament, it's about the commitment of getting the job done, right? To like Marshall World Championship, to Brazilian Nationals, International Masters and Seniors, going to triples in Brazil. I remember taking him to Rio in 2011, and man, that was crazy. Miss Sophia went with us. Like, I'm sorry for everything. Like, man, like going to the hottest place in Rio de Janeiro, no AC, like a 2 liters bottle of water, people sharing the water. Like, imagine that on COVID era now, huh? Oh my God. Anyways, and then all the guys literally trying to kill him because he was the only gringo, right? Like he was the gringo there. And then like every single teenager, like blue belt, purple belt, like brown belt, like that, black belts, like they just like, and then we training. You're gonna remember that at the Garnier, like was like a Novo União training camp for a big tournament. I don't remember what tournament was, but it was like puzzle mats, like this thick. Like they were like open because there's too many people rolling at the same time. You literally keep going the concrete, and he was there. So what you guys have now, and then asking like, oh, it's too hot. Like, nah. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then see like then like 2012 I moved to Midland, and then like by that time like we had Chris Story with us as well on the association, and then like some people didn't stick to me because I went to Midland, and then he stuck to me, and then for everything like when I leave. When I left my former team, that was a like big traditional association, and then like he stuck to me, and then like when we decide to create like Lady BJJ, he stuck to me, and then sometimes like I'm gonna say that here, like sometimes some of the affiliates are gonna say like, oh, Danny's like Bruno's favorite. No, Danny's not Bruno's favorite. Danny is there every time, all the time, every single time, on the good and the bad. So how you don't give value for someone that's there with you in every single moment, right? So that's why like we win tournaments, the trophy, like whatever it is, everything that I can do to make him feel special and valued because he put a lot of effort, and I see the effort that he put for his students, for you guys. I know that he's not easy with any of you guys. I know that he's not easy with you, but like that's what you do when you want the best for everyone. Like you want the best for everyone so bad, sometimes you want more for them than you want for your own self. And I know that feeling because like I feel the same way. So one thing that I have said before, I have posted before, and I'm gonna repeat again because that is exactly what like Danny means to me. Like loyalty isn't a word, it is a lifestyle. All right, loyal is not a word, it is a lifestyle. And then Danny Alvarez, I'm very happy today to promote you to 4th degree Jiu-Jitsu black belt. One big difference between us, I'm very emotional, he's not. So I held together, so like we could be cool. 14 years. 14 years, guys. Os.
things going through my mind. He brought up a lot of stuff I just haven't even thought about. The history, where we came from, the what I try to build here for you guys is a replica of what I saw and was a part of in Brazil, just without the puzzle mats falling apart, okay, and that whole thing. But to go where he lived, where he trained, he took us to Bangu, where it was like a hour away from the beach. Like he said, you get out, I got out of the car and I'm just looking around like, there's no way there's a school here. There's just no way. There's no way. He's like, yeah, it's over here. Just like,
Get to
man. And we walk in and yeah, like he said, there's kids drinking out of the water hose. They're sharing out of 2-liter bottles. They don't even have the right size gi. They have holes in their gi. They have duct tape on the mat. There was stuff coming out of it. I mean, it was crazy. And he's like, this is the way these guys train. Okay? And they did. They tried to kill me, like the 11, the 12-year-olds, the 13-year-olds. And now they're black belts, some of those guys. Then, like you said, we went to Garnier. It's dark. We pull up into this parking lot in this like stadium, and all these Brazilians, it had to be like 100 Brazilians, man. It was nuts. And
Only
it was
nice places in Rio de Janeiro, guys.
man,
Only
and
nice
we're
places.
outside, it's dark, and it was just war. And I'm just thinking in my head, like you literally have to like give it everything you got to just like make it out of here. It was nuts. It was like, so when I came back, I was like, I'm gonna change things. In a way, okay. Obviously, you guys got what you have here. You don't have that kind of type of facilities, but the mindset fit my mindset. Okay. What I'm trying to give to my students, from the kids to the teens to the adults to everyone, is the mental toughness part, because you got to have that if you do this. Without the mental toughness part, you're gonna break. You're gonna fold. You're gonna want to quit, and it's just. That's it, okay? And doing jiu-jitsu for over 20 years, I've seen a lot of people come and go, okay? And a lot of that has to do with the mental toughness part. Getting with Coach Bruno, let me go back further than that with my original coach. I have nothing but nice things and great things to say about my original coach from white to black belt. He took me that far, but at a certain point, in my other coach's path, he wanted to raise his kids and he didn't want to compete anymore, and I did. I wanted more. I wanted that. I wanted to see what else I can do. I wanted to see how far I could go. And then that's when he moved here. That's when we linked up. That's how we got together. He was like, man, I got a coach that competes. He knows how to win. He's fought in all the biggest tournaments. I got to get with someone that knows, that's been there, done that, and can help me. And it just worked this way together the way it did. And I'm so thankful for that, because I've been able, because the mindset is this, guys. This has been my mindset since day one. I never wanted to be an average black belt. And there's nothing wrong with average black belts. But I didn't want that to be me. Meaning, when I got this thing, what am I going to do with it? Not only helping my students with their jiu-jitsu and their troubles on and off the mat, but how far can I take it? What else can I do with it? And I wanted to leave a legacy behind to where it'd be really hard to catch me. So for anyone that wants to chase some of the things that I've done, they have to travel to Japan, Australia, Portugal, Abu Dhabi. They got to go everywhere, and all over the United States. And a big part of that is because I have a coach that continues to compete as well. Nogi Pans, I wasn't gonna, Nogi Worlds, I wasn't gonna compete. Coach Rennie was in the bracket already, and then Gabe was in the bracket. So I'm like, can't have 3 guys in the same bracket. So I'm like, cool, they got it. Sitting at home, phone goes off, I'm winding down after class. Coach Bruno, hey, registration's about to close. Sends me the bracket. I'm like, What happened to Coach Rennie? What happened to Gabe? So I was like, I wasn't mentally there. I didn't plan on doing it. But he asked me, hey, we need the points. It's in our own backyard. Can you step up? Grabbed my phone, went to the IBJJF, signed up right there and then, got it done. Because he pushed me and he asked me to soldier up, to man up, to come up and help the team. I had to do that. And thankfully for that, it worked out in my favor. I got another No-Gi World Championship, 5. And you gotta have people like that around you. If it's always just a yes man or a yes woman or just take it easy, oh, you don't feel good? Cool, don't train. Oh, you're going through this? Cool, take it easy. But he knows what I can do. He knows what I'm capable of. And you gotta have someone like that in your corner to push you like that. And it just, again, it fits me because with all of you that are sitting in front of me right now, you guys know how I am. I'm not an easy coach to deal with. I make sure of that. I want to weed out the ones that can't handle that because I'm trying to go somewhere with my team. When I quit General Motors to go all in on jiu-jitsu, I told myself a long time ago, I'm going to give Arlington something no one's ever seen or will ever do. And that's where you guys come in. In order to do that, I have to push. I have to get you guys to a place where you're uncomfortable. Some will leave, and most will stay. But in order for me to get what I want, I have to do the things that I need to do. Okay? The same thing goes with my competition. Everything that I do, the bar needs to be up. I get on you guys about the smallest thing like your belt. About the shoes in the cubby hole. Everything matters. So, this journey that I've been on with Coach Bruno has been a great one. And all I want to do is continue to be able to sit at the head of the table with these guys. Because before I was just a soldier, like a foot soldier. I was just one of the guys that went out to compete. And I always wanted to be like, man, I want to have the respect to where they look at me, even though I'm not Brazilian, one of their own. In order for me to do that, how do I do that? I gotta go out and earn it, okay? And the loyalty thing. So many people got me to tried to get me to switch. Coach, why don't you go to AOJ? Coach, why don't you go to Autos? Coach, why don't you go to so-and-so? The next shiny object. Whoever the new hottest guy is out. The new hottest school. Coach, why don't you switch? I don't want to switch. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a loyal person. I believe in that. I believe in something that isn't really there anymore. Those values just are kind of like non-existent. They're fading away. Regardless of what happened or what happened with him, he moved. I'm there by his side because my thing was like, hey, he wants to start something new? Cool. Let's go get after it. Let's grow it together from the ground up. I want to be a part of something like that. I just don't want to hop on the bandwagon like everyone else. You know, I want to help someone build something, and again, that's where he comes in at. So there's just too many people to thank. But one thing for sure is that having Coach Bruno in my side and all of you that are in front of me today, along with my family, my daughter, my wife, my dad, my mom, she's not here, but everyone else, all play a part in my fourth degree. Okay, and best believe that it's only going to get better. I want more. Hopefully you want more too. And that together as a team, we can go get after that. So thank you guys for showing up today. Thank you for Coach Bruno for everything he's done for me. And thank you guys for everything.